Wanted to say to everyone watching this to try some introspection. Now, the phrase "try some introspection" was part of the Rollins band, Henry Rollins song "Low Self Opinion." You can look it up on YouTube or wherever, see the music video for "Low Self Opinion" to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. He has a really good music video that helps visually explain the Rollins band "Low Self Opinion." I'll just explain the phrase "try some introspection." I think I think people want to settle down so quickly that I think they miss out on a lot of things because they want to settle down. They miss out on different types of relationships. They miss out on friendships that you didn't know that you could have if you try some introspection. It's part of like Taoism. Taoism is like kind of like not. I mean, I actually forgot what Taoism is. I haven't studied it in a long time. But it's sort of like Zen Buddhism. But Taoism is like I don't remember what it was exactly. I probably don't. I'm not going to give it a bad name, but it's just I wouldn't I wouldn't worry too much about what individual people think about you. You can always start over again. You can always move on to somewhere else. If some individual people don't like you, you can always go somewhere else. You can't get your self-worth based upon what individual people think about you. Because individual people are never going to have what's best in mind for you. I I think I know what's best for me. I think I know what I want in life, and I'm never going to listen to what other people tell me I am and say that this is all I am. I I am what I am, but I'm not like there's like I'm very sensitive. First of all, it's the thing to know about me is I'm very sensitive. But like the thing about introspection is you get to decide what type of introspection you want to focus on. You get to decide what kind of music you want to listen to, what kind of thing you want to focus on, and you don't have to be your worth won't be determined by um, what the outside world thinks about you. Introspection means you look for answers to in yourself. You look for hope deep inside of you. Deep inside of you, there is hope. And I think that it's like people look for answers in the outside world, where I think people should look for answers in the inside world. Look for answers inside yourself, because the answers are all within you. They're all within you, and they will help you solve every question you have in your mind. And you can find things on the internet. And the internet can be your key to the outside world, but not like somebody you work with. I never want somebody I work with to be determining what I'm worth. You know what I mean? Like, no, no way, no way. Um, and or just like I determine what I'm worth. I determine what my self worth is. I determine what my self opinion is. I might have a low self opinion. I decide what that self opinion is. I determine what that is every day I wake up. I don't let other people tell me what my self opinion is, what my self worth is. I decide what that self opinion is. And it's every day it makes sense to me. Every day it makes a lot of sense to me. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a persona build a personality, build a set of compatriots, set of people in my life who I like being around. I like being around this person, I like being around that person. So that's who I spend my time around. I don't want to I don't want to spend my time around people that I don't want to be around. I have to think critically, really think critically, and you have to remove people from your life when they're no longer useful to you, because that's just how it works. You have to remove people from your life sometimes because you can't let them bring you down too much. I've stopped talking to people that I was very close with for many years, but that's just, you have to do it. You have to stop talking to people sometimes, because that's not, you're never going to figure out what life's about if you're going to let them tell you what life is. They're not going to tell me what life is. I get to decide what life is. Maybe I won't experience as much as they experience in life, but at least it's my life. At least it's my life. I know a lot of people are getting married at my age. I'm in my 30s. A lot of people are getting married at my age, or getting married years ago in their 20s and stuff. Very younger age than, than I'd ever think about getting married. But, I don't want to get married. I just don't want to get married. And that's part of what Taoism is. Taoism is just not looking for marriage. I know they have. That again, that's not a good description of Taoism, because I haven't studied it in a long time, but it's the idea of being mobile, going from place to place to place. Don't settling down too much in one place. I don't think I want one person to define who I am. I don't think I'd ever really want that. I'd rather let a large group of people decide who I am, a large selection of people on the internet decide what I'm worth. You can watch my video, you don't have to watch my video, it's fine. It doesn't matter. But you try some introspection, and you just might find this life's not so bad anyway. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself and your mind. This life's not so bad anyway. Okay. This life's not that bad. You think it's that bad because you spend so much time with the animals and with all those other people who think they know best, and who tell you what to do and try to get you into illicit substances and all these bad things, and things that aren't good for your future, things that aren't good for health. But that's not what life's about. This life's not so bad anyway. Because you don't have to be with them. You don't have to be with the people who want you to do those things. And you realize this life's not so bad. Because you can be in a comfortable place. You can be in your home. Because your home is a comfortable place. It doesn't have to be a lonely place. It should just be a comfortable place. And then, you just might find this life's not so bad anyway. It's not. This life's not so bad. When you start to, I think too many people are extroverts and not enough people are introverts. And I think it hurts people. I think it hurts people's feelings. I think it hurts people's self-worth. I think it wastes people's times, and it damages their health. I think being an extrovert can damage people's health. I think introverts live longer than extroverts. Potentially, as long as they don't have a low self-opinion. You can't have a low self-opinion and be an introvert, because then you're just going to be depressed. You don't want to be depressed, right? So you have to move beyond having a low self-opinion. You have to get past that. You have to be that at that point and then move past that, the low self-opinion. You should have it and then you should move past it. I think you've got a low self-opinion, man. Try some introspection. That is my advice to all of you. A lot of you aren't going to make it to my age. I'm in my 30s. A lot of you aren't going to make it there because you think that you keep failing and failing and failing and failing in the outside world, and you just think, oh well, that's what life is. That's how I'm going to define myself, is my failures in the outside world. No, you don't have to define yourself by your failures in the outside world. You can try some introspection. Always try introspection. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend an introspection. Because you just might find this life's not so bad anyway. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself and your mind. Introspection is the key difference that defines mentally unhealthy people and mentally healthy people. Mentally healthy people do introspection. Mentally unhealthy people do not do introspection. That is one of the key differences that defines mentally healthy and mentally unhealthy people. You might think I'm strange for being proud of being lonely, but I think introspection is a goal, and solitude is a goal, and introspection is a key to life. Because you're never going to figure out your weaknesses, you're never going to figure out what's wrong with you if you don't do introspection. Look at yourself. Look at the mirror and look at yourself. Do you see anything wrong with yourself? Look inside your heart. Look inside your heart. Do you see anything wrong in your heart? Can you find the missing pieces? Can you find the missing clues? It's all introspection. Try some introspection. Try some introspection. You just might find this life's not so bad anyway. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself and your mind. Let me know in the comments below, do you try introspection? Let me know in the comments below if you do that as well. I do it all the time. I try to do it all the time. Does it mean I'm successful at it? No. Doesn't mean I'm successful at it. But I try to do it. I definitely try to do it all the time. And I'd highly recommend it because it makes your life a better place. It can make your life a better place. Let me know in the comments below, do you try introspection, or are you more do you try introspection, or are you more of an extrovert? You're always around large masses of people or whatever. I'm not a big group person. Groups kind of freak me out. Like large groups of people kind of freak me out. But I try to stay around large groups of people. But if you're into that, that's cool. Let me know in the comments below. Do you practice? Do you try introspection? Please subscribe to this channel to be part of the community. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.